There at legendary Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 29-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs.
On the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
16 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. That pickup good for 29 yards.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
This one is caught by Reed. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Running is Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Lloyd. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
They'll go play action with Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one caught by Patrick. A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Goff. Catch is made, that is Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. To throw is Goff. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And now it's going to be third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 35, here's second down and a yard. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
DJ Reader brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Lions' 13-yard line.
Here's a second and 6. Love out quickly to Doubs. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Jacobs. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. On play action, Love. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. This one not quite on target. Had him too much. That one falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver.
Brings up 3rd
and now it's
goal.
3rd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. That one, take it in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 14, Lions 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready for their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A second down throw for Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Goff. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll run with Jacobs. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Love. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
6 yards.
It is a big-time play for the Packers. 36 yards.
1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Just trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's second and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Turnover on down.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
These situations here, Mike, you can see this defensive line is just chomping at the bit. They can see a safety coming. They don't quite get the safety in this case. They still hold him to no gain. Brings up second down.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much. Third and 9. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that's the first thought in your mind, running a play from the 1. If you're the defense, trap him back behind the line, get a safety, and that's exactly what they do with the good stop there.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where the defense really understands what's coming. They know the offensive point of view is to just try to give themselves a little breathing room, move it away from the goal line, and in this case, they're able to capitalize, make the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action with Love. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Packers.
26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he will get into the end zone. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. That is his second touchdown of the afternoon. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now, Goff. No chance at all. He'll go down.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or a little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
On 2nd down, Goff. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 on the gain again. And another first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
At the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And a shotgun. It's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point.
It is brought in the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Makes the score Packers 30, Lions 7.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Lions offense gonna get it one final time in this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Throwing, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Raymond now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. Next to the big tight end, Laporta. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Second and 7. To throw is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
To throw is Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 7.
Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Back at the 18-yard line.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Love. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Raymond going to return it. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
12 yards.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Amik Robertson there to bring him down.
45-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30.
It's a
gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Packer
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Brought down behind the line of
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
First and goal at the
What a
1-yard line.
luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Raymond now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now headed back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. To start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
A second down throw for Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation will be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up fourth and a mile.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Now Jacobs. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards.
A gain there of 15. First down, Packers.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off for the win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities, and for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line, and we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
To throw is Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. It's going to be third. They need 1. Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's gotten enough. They convert on third down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. they just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On play action, Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Here's Love. Long, incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Patrick motioning here. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds here. And it's only a gain of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
He'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On 2nd down, Love to the left side in the hands of Watson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Christian Watson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down by Terrion Arnold. A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Packers.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And it'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard
line. A loss
line.
was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That is caught by the tight end. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 47, Lions 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Raymond now to return it. Crazy. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Whoa! And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. On play action. Goff. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that ended up going the other direction. Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throwing, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, they need 7. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Detroit.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
First down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And they're in business now. He is out of downs inside the 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
And while this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end, and then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
Now, Goff. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions cut into the lead a little bit.
14.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. These fans set to head home happy. Very solid performance by the hometown side as they finish off a very decisive victory. Begin with a run by Lloyd. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. So, it's a win for the Packers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.